You're listening to the Hot Car Podcast with Marcus and Hammy.
And he didn't say nothing else, but like the first thing out of his mouth, he said, "If you see a helicopter, you burn everything."
Oh yeah. Well, I've got my own. Yeah. Very true. I have my own '90s grow stories, indoor. And that's briefly. We did about 2 pounds every 45 days in a like kind of a sea of green. What do you call it? Hydroponic. With like 3,000 watts of 3,000 watts of high sodium pressure lights. So, and the way we did it is we moved into this house. There was me and 2 other guys and a spare bedroom for the ladies. And you go in and immediately turn on all the lights. Like you have to go in like on, because if you go in just as a normal like resident, so to speak, with normal power consumption, and it jumps up, you get all kinds of red flags. But yeah, the helicopters were because they had heat detecting radar, and so they could fly over your house, and if the whole thing was all bright, it was cause to like maybe check it out. But it went all, it all went well. But 2 pounds every 45 days, but a pound back then, this was like in 95, 96, was $5,000 a piece. Like, so it was, so, well, it was like, it was $10,000 every month and a half or so, divided between 3 people. The rules were you had to have a job. You couldn't live on that money. You weren't like, because it would break down to, more or less a reasonably good, like full-time job, but you couldn't rely on that. And then it all broke down when people started not wanting to have real jobs. Mm-hmm. That's how it ended, and it just kind of dissolved.
They moved to Oregon.
Yeah, that was right. That was right before legalization, but that wouldn't have mattered at that point anyway. Like that was still highly irregular.
Hi, this is Ron Green, listening to the Hot Car Podcast.
How long have you lived here?
Oh, in Oregon?
Yeah.
I've lived in Oregon on several different occasions. So I first moved up from Santa Monica, California in 1999, and stayed for until 2008.
Okay.
And then came back in 2011. And then I've been bouncing around a little bit more after that. But my longest stay was basically in Salem for like 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, a real shithole. Like, wow. It's the hub of. It's like if Portland is the hub of urban Oregon, Salem is the hub of rural Oregon, and so you get all the like. All those guys. It's concentrated. You might think it's like, oh, it's Salem, liberal Oregon. Oh no. People get real surprised about that kind of stuff.
Everybody's a hip hop promoter in Salem.
Everybody is a hip hop promoter in Salem. That is true. It's true.
Yeah.
Who isn't?
I'm a dental assistant by day and a
hip hop promoter by night.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
Man. I have a terrible hip hop promotion story. I have a good one too, but like.
Tell me.
Yeah, you know who Rappin' Forte is?
I do not.
Okay, well that makes it more difficult. Anyway, he was on a very famous track with Tupac.
Oh, wow.
He was like, you know, big. He was like a fairly big deal. I think it's I forget the name of the song. It doesn't matter. The name of the song doesn't matter at this point.
It's a story.
But anyway, I booked the show in Salem. This is like 14?
14 years.
2014? 10 years ago? And sent $1,500 to his manager. Got his crew from Ukiah. He was from like kind of the Bay Area, but yeah, Ukiah, California, Northern California. His whole backup crew or whatever, they're coming. Then I started hitting up a whole bunch of local people, you know, to be on the stage as well. And the funny thing about it is most of these people, and still some to this day, a lot, do what's called pay to play, where you're gonna pay some of the money that goes to the promoter and maybe the headliner to be on the stage. Like it might cost you $200, $500, something like that. Then you get like a 15-minute set. So I'm like, well, that's not what this is. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure that everybody. I'm going to make sure that everybody gets something. No one's going to have to pay to do this. Like it's ridiculous to me. Like I never bought into that.
Yeah.
So it was going well. Tickets are being sold. You know, everything's cool. The day of the show, we get a call regarding Rappin' Forte from his wife on her friend's phone because he smoked a bunch of crack and stole her car and her phone and drove into a ditch and wasn't going to be able to make it.
Hi, this is Tina. Welcome to the Hot Car Podcast.
So
All in the name of hip hop.
the show went on. I mean, it was great. And it was fantastic. It was a really good show.
The show didn't go on. Goddamn.
Yeah, it was really good. But like half the people wanted refunds. You know, that was fine. And then some of the locals. I'm certainly not going to mention any names, but a few of the locals were upset because it didn't go. You know, it didn't go as well as planned because the headliner didn't show up, and they were mad at me about it. And you know, and then I paid them money, and then they were like still upset because it wasn't enough. Imagine that. These people are used to paying to play. The headliner didn't show up. The show went well anyway. I still gave them money, and they said, "Well, that's not enough." It's wild. Yeah, I know. And so that's why a lot of people shouldn't be hip hop promoters.
I agree with that.
It's because it's a bad idea. Although we did pull it off this summer with baby Eazy-E, E3, the son of legendary Eazy-E, and his stage partner Jay Meest.
Wait, so that's the son of Eazy-E?
Yeah, Eazy-E has several. He's had like 9 kids, I think. But
Oh wow.
well, he's got a whole passel of them.
My amount of kids cute.
So he's E3. There was also little Eazy-E, who was the second son.
Okay, I didn't see him. He was good.
I don't know who the firstborn. Wait a minute. Wait.
Little Easy is firstborn.
Little Eazy is firstborn. Okay, we're corrected. We got a fact check. Hold on.
There's so many Eazy-E's.
So there's Eazy-E, and then there's little Eazy-E, who is the firstborn, and then there's baby Eazy, and then there's a bunch of other people that are also probably very cool.
I guess he gave the name "Who's Your Daddy?" That's where that came from.
All of Eazy-E's kids were dudes who chose rapping as a career.
You'd run out of little or things to put in front of the Eazy, right? I think.
We would need a chart.
You could. But you know what? I think it's okay to have the ladies be Easy too.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing wrong with that.
Easy-ettes.
The Easy-ettes. They could so each of the guys is individual, right? But the women, because they're women,
Right.
have to be a group.
Oh, because they're women.
Right. Harmony. It's for the harmonies. It's for the harmonies. That's all.
Oh yeah, we can do the backup stage too.
See, now you're back on board. You were getting all nervous for a second.
11 children total.
Oh, hold on. You hear that?
Yeah. He was born Eric Lynn Wright.
This is fascinating.
And then he passed away March 26th of 95 at age 30 in Los Angeles. His spouse was Tomika Woods, but altogether 11 kids, including little Easy.
Right. Yeah. From everything I've known, I mean, just in meeting Baby Easy and his crew and his family and his friends, really, really nice people. I imagine they're all very cool. I couldn't imagine. I mean, of course they're getting invited. Of course they're getting invited to the barbecue. Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. They put on the show too, and it'd be sweet.
They definitely rock it.
No, awesome.
I'm realizing now you guys are saying Little Easy, and I thought you guys were saying EV, like the electric vehicle. I'm very hard of hearing, and I missed a lot of things, and that's what I just quick.
Yeah, so Eazy-E, like the legendary rapper, his son, did a show for us this summer.